Again, these are the kind of steps I got to do. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Testing, can you hear me? Testing. Can you hear me? Just making sure. Good thing we do this now. Can you hear me now? Mic check. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Just making sure. Hala Madrid, yes sir. Are we good? Okay, perfect. I had to get the mic on. My apologies. Again, everyone's asking me stuff on Discord. I'm trying to get as much done as I can. This is the thing. So just a heads up. Good morning. The Apple trade, that's going to be the last freebie, guys. It's just too much. I can't do it all. Tracking it for you, letting you know when to close. I just can't. That's why Discord, being a member, is easier. I have everything right there. I can let you guys know. But a freebie, guys, is just too much. There's no way I could do it. So just bear with me on that. My apologies. But again, we've had a great ride. I mean, freebies, guys, again, it's just too much time to put into it. Again, especially when a stock moves that quickly. I can't do Instagram. Okay, then I'm getting text messages, and I can't do this right now. So, of course, when I want to get on with you guys, everyone in the world wants to talk to me. That's just the way it works. Okay, so let's kind of go over what to expect today. Okay, some of the expectations before we begin. Okay, so obviously it's the morning note. We're going to talk markets, yada, yada, yada. That's nothing new. That's every day. I'm going to go ahead and explain some of my things that I talk about with masterclass students, some of the things I talk about with premium members, kind of some of the things that's going to answer some of your questions about options trading. This is live, again, real-time data, no BS. This is real money, everything. So again, don't feel like this is some BS, like this is some delayed stuff or a demo account, because it's not. It's real money. So here's the plan. The deal is YouTube is delayed a couple of seconds. I cannot control that, just so you know. I cannot control YouTube's delay. That's a problem. So, with that being said, if we do a trade live, I will put it on the type first. That's first. That's going to be automatic. And then you can fill as you go. Then you'll see me just showing it. So, no problem. Again, because YouTube is delayed, keep in mind, be careful with your profits. Be careful. Today, if we get 20-25%, just take it, man. Don't get cute. That's fine. Again, we don't have to go to 40 today because it's just too much. It's not live. Like, we're live, but we're not real-time live. YouTube is delayed. So understand that it's going to be a little bit of an issue if we get into something. So again, take that in your head that if you see a nice profit of 20-25%, you're taking it. Don't wait for Carlos. Don't wait for Uncle Carlos to tell you when to close. You see profits, you take it. Simple as that. I can't keep up with every single person on the chat, on the Discord, on the Instagram, on the Twitter, on the YouTube. I can't. It's only one. I'm only one person right now. Again, my staff is handling all the Discord, so they're talking, they're doing their thing, getting everything started, watching charts and what have you. But again, I cannot do everything else. So again, understand that if I send a signal, it will be here on the chat. So the chat is where you want to see. Obviously, you want to have one eye on one eye. If you see 20-25%, guys, don't get cute. You take it. Move on with your life. That's great. I'm okay with that. But keep in mind that it is delayed here. Me talking is delayed. Very, very important. About 5 seconds. And as we know, 5 seconds in the market is a huge deal. So let's keep that in mind. Okay, let's talk about the morning note. Good morning. Okay, Dow futures are up 40. NASDAQ futures up 39. Down 39, excuse me. S&P futures down 4.5, basically flat. Russell 2000 is down about 2. Crude oil is down about 66 cents, 67.70 a barrel, about 1%. 10-year yields. I found out yesterday that 10-year yields now trade futures. Yes, awesome. I love it. We have a futures channel. I already told them. I love looking at yields. That's my thing. So again, 1.368 on a US 10-year, up about 2%. Gold futures are down 0.43%, 1783 an ounce. 23.51 for silver, down about 1%. The euro dollar down about 19 pips, 117.52 for my forex people. 110.19 for dollar yen. That's up about 21 pips. Ethereum futures 31.15, down about 3.37%, and Bitcoin futures are down $1,700, 47,000 currently. The VIX is up about 4% pre-market, 1746. The US dollar is up about 0.21% at 93.02. Okay, so now we have everything in focus. What's the thing that stands out to you right now? Yields. yields are important. So I went ahead and talked about that. So let's go ahead and bring up TNX. TNX is the US 10-year, and you can see we're starting to get closer to resistance here. So I'm kind of going to set you guys up real quick for the next move. So let's go ahead and do this, if I can get this running, because I can't even focus. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so 140 is our resistance right now on the US 10-year. That's okay, but you see we're breaking out of this downward wedge. So I'm going to go ahead and expand this chart. And I did this chart yesterday. And again, bear with me, guys, while I'm speaking. I'll take a look at your questions as we go. So 10-year Treasury yields. We talked about that. What's important about a 10-year Treasury yield? Well, that's going to give us the idea or the actual guide to what value is. Value is going to get more bids, meaning industrials, financials, materials, energy with a higher 10-year note. Again, historically speaking, we're at historical lows on rates, so not a big deal. But 1369, 1.4 is your first level resistance. If we break that, the next is 1463. Keep in mind, we did have a double bottom. We talked about that double bottom, and then we bounced. We were looking like we were going back down to around 1.22 or 1.20, but then we bounced very nicely. We're breaking out of this trend. So again, this is a bullish trend on a daily. This is TNX. That means 10-year yields are going to go up. What are we focusing if that happens? Well, I want to take a look at financials. So let's take a look at JPM. JPM broke my alert already, 161.79. So let's start taking a look at JPM possibly for next week or tomorrow. So again, you could see 1.616979. That already broke my alert. So JPM is in focus this morning. Let's see if we get it. Citibank, it's right there at 73.91 breaks. I'm going to target 74 or 75. More than likely 75 or 74. 75 would probably be it. I don't know if they have 74.50 calls, but Citibank is also in focus. Let's take a look at Goldman Sachs, another bank that I like to trade. Goldman Sachs isn't doing as great as the rest, but again, you can see it is up 415.45. The bid is at 414. You could see here it came back down a little bit, but really is at 415.45. You could target 420s if anything on Goldman, waiting for the break. I think that Citi looks like a better trade. I think JPM is a better trade so far, but GS doesn't look that bad. Morgan Stanley, same thing, 104.97. So we have 4 banks that we're looking at right off the rip. So let's go ahead and quad box it and make sure that we have all 4 written down. So again, we have 4 choices on banks. Why are we doing banks? Because yields are up and you could see it. We talk about this all the time. Positive correlations between the financials and rates. Higher rates means better for the banks. So again, today my focus is the banks. So these are your 4 right here. MS, C, Goldman Sachs, JPM. We could start taking a look at XLF, possibly for some unusual options activity today. I'm going to break it down this morning and see exactly how we look for unusual options activity on the option scanner. We're going to play it correctly and go from there. Okay? Is everyone understood? What price to buy Disney and hold for the long term? Disney, I think, is a great company. I own shares. So again, you could buy literally at any price. They're going to be fine long term. If you're looking to add, completely different. Add level to me, again, I like a nice discount when I'm talking about getting some more shares. 157.47 is my level. That's where I'm going to buy more. That's just me. So we have Morgan Stanley. Let's see about XLF. XLF, same deal. 38.86 on XLF. You could see once it breaks 38.95, you can possibly target about the 40s or what have you. So we'll keep XLF, C, GS, and JPM up. No problem. Let me start closing some tabs because this is what kills me. Binance being open, it kills it takes a lot of memory. What are your thoughts on DKNG long term? I'm up to over 10%. Once football season picks up, DKNG is going to rock, so I own it. BABA analysis, please. BABA, I bought the dips. Again, it's sitting at the 100-day moving average. I thought we would break 174.95. We didn't. The 175 calls had a lot of volume. I looked at that with the students. It didn't work out. So again, right now, not much going on. It's just hugging to the 50-day. That's really it. So where were we? It's XLF. Okay, this is my YouTube here. Okay, so CRM 285 after strong earnings. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, man. I mean, 285 is a hell of a bull bet. If you're talking about longer term, possibly, sure, but we'll go from there. Okay, guys, pause for a second because I have to answer. Okay. Wow, there's so many questions. This is why I don't do many of these because there's so many questions. So bear with me, guys. Palantir bought loads of gold and they're hedging for inflation near term this quarter. Gold, guys, is not doing well. Let me make that clear. What inflation are we talking about when rates are so low? I mean, I know everyone's talking about inflation, and I know, heaven forbid, we make the Fed actually be right for once, but it is transitory. And if Palantir wants to buy gold, they're more than welcome. It's just a shiny metal. That's all it is. Is it a hedge for inflation? Is it? You tell me, because I don't see it soaring very well, and I thought we already had high inflation. So we're either in a deflationary situation, and gold is not going to go up, or inflation is up and gold sucks. You pick which one. That's basically where we're at. Do you think Penn will reach back to the hundreds by the end of the year? Hundreds by the end of the year? Probably not. Probably in the 90s. What are your thoughts on DKNG calls? I hate trading DKNG. Let me make that clear. I hate trading that stock. AMD, Nvidia, bullish on both. Love them both. So the 10-year goes up, energy should go up. Usually, yes. Thoughts on BA? I own the stock. I love it long term. Yes. I see us getting to around the 300. Well, rolling 12 months, possibly 280s, if anything. But I wouldn't trade anything here. Hey, you're welcome, guys. I'm trying to do as much as I can, and everyone on Discord is asking me questions. I can't do it all, guys. I'm trying my best. So if I don't answer you right away, it's because I got another person asking me stuff. You're welcome. You're welcome. Shopify thoughts. I'm holding at 1582. I like Shopify, but I sold it a long time ago. Again, nothing against it. I just rather own Amazon. Again, you're pretty much just stuck in a range. That's it. I'm pretty sure we'll get back above 1650. So Shopify is a good company. You can hold on to that. Is Bitcoin following gold's rise to the world's currency asset? I'll say this and make life easier. Bitcoin is better than gold. Mic drop, whatever you want to call it. Bitcoin is better than gold. Period. End of discussion. To me, that's what it is. Gold to me is just coins, is just jewelry. I don't trade gold for anything. I literally put a down payment on my home with Bitcoin. Literally. I don't know about gold carrying a bunch of freaking wagons full of gold bars. That don't work. Agree, boss, but go Spurs. Oh boy. Seriously, Carlos, don't stress. It's pretty evident you're going beyond between everything. What about Baba? No, it's not stress. I don't care. It's just a bunch of questions. I'm like, you couldn't ask this question 2 hours ago. They're asking me now. That's why I think it's funny. So I'm just like trying my best to just juggle. No stress. Again, I don't mind the questions at all. I really don't mind. But again, I have to focus on one thing. This is why the freebies, it's very difficult to do freebies with you guys because I have to track it. I have to keep you guys up to date. And once I post it, even if it's a great trade, I get a million questions asking me, is it still good? Should I get out? What am I supposed to do? I mean, that's really up to you guys. I think a lot of it, you just have to put your big boy pants on and figure it out. Because on Discord I can, that's fine. I have everyone right there. On Instagram, it's 30 DMs, and I can't do this at once. Can't do this. Very difficult. Again, no issues. I'm glad you guys caught it. I didn't catch Apple, of course. because I didn't get to close. I made sure everyone else closed. That's fine. That cost me about $2,000 on Apple, basically, if it doesn't bounce. That's just the name of the game. Okay, again, Babel, we talked about it. It's just hovering that 50-day. There's nothing going on there. I would ignore Alibaba. There's nothing there. AMC, there was some volume on the 50s yesterday. It can squeeze anytime. Remember, this thing was at 36.50 and it shot up to 48 within seconds. So again, at AMC, I saw a lot of volume on the 50s. So again, let's take a look at what happens. Where do we get the freebie, Carlos? Okay, if we're doing a live trading session, all the trades will be on the chat. Any and all trades will be here. Nowhere else. Not on Instagram, not on Twitter. Right there. That's where you're going to get it. Because this is delayed. Keep in mind, we are delayed about 3 seconds here. So very, very important to understand that. What stocks am I trading today? Okay, look at my screen. There's 4 stocks currently. XLF, Citibank, JPM, Goldman Sachs. We're only going to focus on the banks. We're going to keep it easy today. So today's lesson, our live day trading, is we're going to play the word focus. Today, Thursday, is brought to you by the word focus. So again, we know there's thousands of stocks out there, but we know for a fact here that the US 10-year is up. That the US 10-year is up, that the US 10-year is up right now 1.35% currently, right? So that's where we are. Awesome. So 1.35%, we actually hit a double bottom. I just talked about that. We're going to go bring up TNX again. TNX is right here. Again, if we break 1379, we're going to soar a little more. But if you take a look at the daily on TNX, this is the 10-year yields. We actually double bottomed. So what does that mean? We broke to the upside. We came back down a little bit, but we're breaking out of this downward channel. So again, this can mean continuation. More than likely 1462, which would be 1.462% in yield. So what does that benefit? That benefits what's in front of you, the banks. Very, very important to look at the banks. That's what we're going to focus on today. That's it, the banks. Again, guys, it's very important to look at sectors that are affected by macroeconomics or certain things. So today, banks will be it. So we'll call it Financial Thursday if you want. Same, stuck with Apple. There you go. No worries. Great lesson this week. No, that's fine. Give me a second. Okay, sorry, I had a new member that just called, and I'm telling the person who handles that to handle them. Sorry, because the emails are popping up like crazy. Okay, so where we go? Get this man Miami Cuban coffee. I just worked out literally about, I don't know, an hour ago. So I'm energetic. I'm straight. I have no problem. Let's rock and roll. See, let's gonna trade banks today. That's what we're looking at. Do you have a strategy in place where the Fed is dovish or dovish tomorrow? There really isn't any kind of strategy because you're just reacting. You really don't know. You're welcome. Give the vid a like. Thank you. Thank you. Any insights on why ARK is buying SNRG? I have no idea. I'd have to look on that. When it comes to investing right now, we're just going to pause on that. We're going to focus on trading today because it's just too much. I'd have to look that up, and we're 7 minutes from the bell. So I have no idea. Can you share your scripts on TOS with us? Yeah, I could share you my setup. Give me a second. Share workspace, share. So here is my workspace. You can keep it. You can just click on it and you're set. Plug and FCL thoughts. Same thing as those names, Plug and FCL, that all works with EV. They all move in sectors, and they're growth names. So, I don't have any of those. I have Blink charging. So there you go. What is your strike price, Citibank? I have to take a look at the volume. We're not open yet. Hood. What about Hood? Robinhood? Ain't nothing there, man. Look at that chart. It's nothing. A nothing burger. So skip Robinhood. There's nothing there, guys. So if you, the only thing that kind of, there's a couple things in trading that I do personally, like a trader tip that I do. I listen to music while I trade all the time. That's kind of my thing. I have to listen to music. So what I do is, especially during a live or something, I put on some headphones or whatever. I put my one earpiece on so I don't hear like I'm yelling to you guys. So what I do is I'll play some music on my phone while I'm working. If I can find it. Where is that thing? Here we go. And it's just chill music, man, at the end of the day. It's nothing crazy. But I use the Beats pill because it's separate and makes life easier. So I listen to music while I trade, and then I have to vape while I trade because you have to have it, at least for me. What's your approach for entering banks today? Very simple, guys. We're gonna look for some volume this morning. We're gonna look at some strike prices, see if it's for next week or this week. No worries. So think of it as you're watching me work live. All you're gonna do is just shadow. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna take notes and you're gonna shadow. So I'm gonna cancel some of these alerts because it's not needed because we know where we're at. Again, nothing else am I focusing today on except banks. Why are we doing that? Because the man who chases two rabbits catches neither. Focus on what you want to focus on before you get on the day. Whether it's, I'm going to get a workout in today, I'm going to eat healthy today, I'm going to go for a run today, I'm going to focus on banks today, I'm going to focus on energy. Again, have a plan. That's what you need to do. Have a plan. AMC thoughts. We talked about that already. It can soar at any time, any day. So again, that's a tough one. Carlos will be trading the 4 financial stocks or shown on these stocks. Yes, these are the 4 we will be focusing on. Do you think Facebook enters or continues the upward trend? Let's see. Facebook looks like it's continuing the upward trend. 370 might be coming, but NASDAQ is weaker today. Bro, you got to share your playlist. It's just on YouTube. It's I forget what it's called. It's just like a live house session. I'll send it to you. What's your daily routine like? Basically, daily routine is get up, I hit the Peloton in the morning, and then I'll hit some push-ups, I'll hit some sit-ups, I'll hit some dips, and then I go take a shower, get over here, start working on the news, start reading. I got to read. So you work your muscle, which is your body, and you work your mind right after. That's basically all. Are you posting signals to YouTube or only Discord as well? Here only. I'm only here till 10:30. Discord does not exist while I'm here, to me. I have a whole staff that will handle Discord. You have me for 1 full hour, or an hour and a half. I suggest you take advantage with all the questions you have. Can you give any book recommendations? Not as of right now. I don't have any books in front of me that I could tell you. So I'd have to look at my bookshelf and see what I have. It just really depends on what aspect you're looking for book recommendations. Gotta bump that Biggie. Yeah, Biggie's good. Biggie's actually my favorite rapper of all time. Any websites recommend for looking at charts? Yeah, man. TradingView, TD Ameritrade. You also have FinViz. They're all great. They're all great. Think HD will see 320 puts or HD will see 320. I mean, 316 is support. But again, we're not worried about that today. We're focusing on banks. Focus. Snow looks good right now. Yes. Snow soared. Don't get me wrong. It did after earnings. But we don't know what's going to happen, especially with the NASDAQ down. So again, banks today, that's what we're going to focus on. We can't just focus on a million things, guys. You're always going to get lost. What's your edge? My edge, honestly, is my eyes. That's really it, and getting a feel for the market. Other than that, I wish I had some inside information. I don't. and you could see that we're getting a little bit of a pullback on banks. No big deal. That's okay. We're just open. Anything over 1,000 is considered good volume. Usually, anything over 1,000, yes. I got $20 to invest. What should I go all into? $20, buy a book. Buy a book. Absolutely. Buy some books. Not on trading. Buy books on mindset. I would recommend The Secret. Secret's an amazing book, man. What do you think about Palantir new yesterday? New what? Palantir is great. I love that stock. I own shares. Trade like a stock market wizard. There you go. I've heard of that. Why are you aiming at financials? Aiming financials because the 10-year yields are up, guys. 10-year yields. That's what we're looking at. And again, guys, this could change. If the 10-year yield flips down, so be it. And again, we can always go to something else. But for right now, the banks are what I'm watching on. And again, we're falling a little bit. No biggie. I don't know what the Palantir news was yesterday, my man. I have to take a look. I haven't really taken a look at it. Is it the gold thing? Because that's old. Okay, we're up and running now. Okay, seeing JPM move, Citibank is down, XLF is down, JPM's on fire. I should have bought some yesterday, I wish. No volume as you can see, but you could see a little bit of a push here. So let's see what we got. And you can see Citibank pulling down a little bit. Let's take a look at the TNX and see where the 10-year yields are going. You can see it's coming back down. Okay. That's fine. Okay, nothing on banks right now, so we can kind of move on for a little bit. Let's go to Penn, because someone's asking about Penn. Thoughts on Penn and pulled back. I mean, we just opened, so I don't see much of a pullback. You already see that the candle's changing. You can see the banks are starting to pull back now. There we go. What does that mean? Usually the case, you'll start getting some tech, start getting some bids, because lower rates help tech. Keep that in mind. Let's see. Is there a way to vote on people's comments to make sure you only get quality questions, filter the best? That wouldn't be fair to everyone, Christoph, because what you consider quality, maybe that person generally has a question that they need answered. And I don't want to be that person to tell them, oh, your question's not good enough for me. I'm not going to be that guy. That's not fair to them. Apple's pushing up a little bit. Again, if you're still having those 152.5 calls like I do, we really want 150 today. That's what we have to have. That's not even a question. Any tips for beginners? Yes, demo trade. Learn, and make mistakes. Mistakes are your friend. Mistakes are your teachers. Understand that. Very much understand that. Read the newspaper, read the news. Very, very important for a beginner. AMC, again, that could come up anytime, anywhere. CRM pushes 273.59, came back down. We could start seeing a little bit here. We're leading the way. Peloton, Pinterest, GME, Express, Palantir, Apple, Netflix. That's all growth. That's all growth right now. Look at Citi coming back down. Look at JPM coming down. So we talked about financials, but again, financials are not doing much. The 10-year is coming back down a little bit. So let's take a look at Apple here. Apple right now is at 148.62. How fast are your trades duration? Usually a couple days, sometimes it's same day, but I don't set it up that way. It just happens. What can you do? TD, yes, this is TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Yes, sir. Facebook. Facebook is not much going on, man, to be honest with you. Again, right now, we're not seeing tons of volume. We're seeing the Dow is up about 48 points. The Nasdaq's basically flat. The S&P's flat. The VIX is up 3.5%. So I can't sit here and say, oh, everything is great so far. Like, not much is going on. Can you talk a little bit about your 125 basic service? Yeah. So the basic service is basically you're just getting signals and you're on your own. You basically just want us to do the lifting for you and say, just let me know what's good, man, and I'll trade it. I don't need analysis. I just want that. You want this basic stuff. That's basic service. That you just get the signal. There's nothing else with it. You get a morning note in the morning, a Reuters report, and you get our feed to the news, which is basically Twitter. Other than that, that's it. There's nothing really much more than that. Premium gets charts, they get a weekly video, they get entry and exit points, they get unusual options activity, they get a lot more, hence the word premium. What about the 5K Masterclass? 5K Masterclass is one-on-one teaching with one of our BPs. You get access to unusual options activity, you get access to the charts, you get access to the weekly video, you speak to your teacher every day or every week, that really depends. You also have what do you call this? Unusual object activity. I think I said that, and student traits with Josh. So again, a lot of stuff. Definitely the 5K masterclass is basically, you want it all. You're all in. Okay, so not much going on here. You can see Facebook kind of rejecting. Let's see if we get anything on Citibank coming back down. Let's take a look at XLF. Nothing going on. So this is what we do now. Oh, Morgan Stanley just broke. Let's take a look at Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley and JPM. Let's take a look at Morgan Stanley, guys. See here? There is no volume. We need at least 1,000. There's nothing going on. So Morgan Stanley, nothing. JPM is starting to move. Let's start taking a look at it. JPM this week, 165, doesn't look bad. It's ballsy, but if you like it, I'm with it. It's 42 cents. If we want to be a little more conservative, then we want to wait for more upside. But let's see if this breaks 162.97. If that does, there we go. Okay, let's fill this. I'm going to fill it at market right here. I'm going to fill at market 10. Oh, dude, I got to do more than that. So let's go ahead and fill this. I'll buy 30, and I'm going to buy at market. JPM AUG 27, 165 calls at 46. So that's filled at 46. There you go. So this is going to be a quick day trade on this one. Again, we're waiting for the continuation on JPM. So what we need to do with the JPM continuation, I'm in it, I'm already down 11%, no biggie, but I'm waiting on it. So let's go ahead and take a look at TNX. TNX, if that bounces and that breaks 130.79, we're solid. So if you haven't got in, you're in already. I'm in at 46. If you guys got a better price, cool. That's cool with me. This one's going to be a quick scalp. No problems. And if you guys want to see the price, here's Apple that screwed me right here, 92%. You're welcome. That screwed me. JPM, we're now green 4%. It is live. You can see it live right there, 6%. So again, 8% JPM, 10% JPM. I'm watching it with you guys. No worries. You can close whenever you want. Again, 20, 25% is all I'm looking for. Nothing crazy. Take it easy. 14% JPM. Sorry, 14%. We're now 10% on JPM. Let's focus on JPM now. We are now 163.14. We have the 165 calls. You guys are open. Cool. Take a breath. This is going to be easy. We're going to get this one really quickly and move on with our life. What did we do? We looked at JPM this morning. We looked at the yields this morning. We went to go ahead and went to the options chain. 4,000 vol. That's excellent. Pretty cheap. Yes. Is it for tomorrow? Yes. That's fine. But we're starting to see continuation. You can see 163.07. We hit as high as 163.20. We are now at break even. Again, the world has not ended. Take your time. I'm going to walk you through this whole time. If you're trading with live money, take a breath. You're going to be fine. We're up now 5%. I bought 30 contracts, 30 of them. I'm up 7%, 13%. Once you get to 2025, I want you guys to close. 17% JPM. You got that? 17%, 20% JPM, 24%, 26%. Take it. JPM. See, I'm 29% JPM, right? Look at that. I'm going to close it right now. 22%, I'll leave a runner. How's that? I'll sell 29, and there you go. There you go, guys. Well done. 26%. See? And there it is. Do you have a look for 25% in profit each screen remain? No, I usually go for 40. But since we're live and I want everyone to make some money, not worry about anything, just take 25, you move on with your life. It's that simple, guys. Is it a pain in the ass sometimes? Yes. But I just showed you. We just went top to bottom. What did we talk about? We talked about 10-year yields. And what did I say? Let's put 4 banks on the grid. What was the first alert? Boom, Morgan Stanley. No volume. What was the next alert? Boom, JP Morgan. We got in. I showed you top to bottom how we got in, and we profited. It is not magic. It is not magic, my man. So there you go. It is not magic. We are now at 29%, 30% JPM, 34% JPM. That's it. And I have a runner. So again, I can hold on to that stupid thing. That's it. That's it. You can just hold on to it. Again, that's how I have it set up. So again, guys, this isn't that difficult. I promise you. The real issue is in between here, is your mindset. If your mindset's not there, that, hey, I can do this, that I'm committed. If this is just a hobby, don't even walk through the door because you're going to lose. You got to be committed. You got to want to do this because it's so much stress every day. You're playing with real money here. Not playing, you're trading with real money. So I'm at 14% right now. I'm going to close and get out. Again, I don't care. I move on with my life. So there you go. I'm out. Done. Yeah, always 40% leave a runner. That's it. You're welcome. 100. Name me an Instagram page. Name me a YouTube channel that pays you guys. Let me know. I want to know what other YouTube channel pays you. It don't exist. It don't exist. You're always paying them. You know what I mean? You're paying them. We got you. We got you. Uncle Carlos got you, guys. If you got this trade, I need to hear it on the comment section. I need some thumbs up. I need some likes. I need some subs, baby. All right, let's take a look at Goldman Sachs. What we got? There's some for this week. I'd rather not because it's a little expensive. So Goldman Sachs, we're going to cut that. Don't worry about that. How do you see percentage gain? It's very simple. What you can do is when you set up your TOS, it'll tell you P&L. You can actually press the what is this? The gear wheel, and you go to customize. So on your deal here, you just go to lookup columns and you add it. I have it under symbol, option code, expiration date, strike, all that stuff. And you can move it however you want. Very simple. 46, exiting 60. There you go. Quick 30%, 20%. Nobody. I have the master class, by the way. My instructor. There you go. Come on, man. Name me an Instagram page, a YouTube channel that pays you. We set it up. This was not magic. This was all by design, guys. It was all by design. We set you up that way. I told you, banks today. What did we get? Banks today, JPM. Very simple. That's it. So right now I just did a swing trade. So right now this is the next lesson. Once you've had a profitable trade, this is where you need to step back. Relax a little bit, take a breath, because your adrenaline's going to rush. Your adrenaline's going to rush big time. The same part in your brain that's stimulated by cocaine is also the same part of the brain that's stimulated when you make money. This was done by a Harvard neurologist, an MRI machine where they had somebody sit down and play a game that involves winning money. What happened? They noticed that the same part of the brain that was stimulated by cocaine is the same part of the brain that was stimulated winning money. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So yeah. CRM broke, yep. Have we talked about WDC? No, WDC went to hell. What can you do? That was a student trade and it just didn't work out. I'm down like 93% on it. Oh well. I mean, I roll with my team Josh. I roll with Josh all day. Josh is my guy. You know, it didn't work. That's okay. Dopamine, yep. How do I get around the day trading rule? If you have TD Ameritrade, the day trading rule can be removed by taking away margin. If you're just a cash account, you're set. And you can see here, JPM fell. We move on. It's a Tinder date. I never want to speak to you again. That's how I see it. Don't want to speak to you again. Move on with my life. You know what I mean? Get away. Look at Apple go. Apple's pushing. Guys, banks, that's it. Ain't no more banks. You can see TNX. Se bajó. There's nothing there, baby. Ain't nothing there. It's a Tinder date, man. Your options are Tinder dates. You don't marry your options. Let me make that clear. All right? Options belong in the streets. She belongs in the streets. You've heard that saying? I'm old, but I've heard that saying. You know what I mean? Like, hey, she belongs to the streets. Literally, that's what it means. I had a little scalp here on Apple. I'm going to go ahead and take it here. I just did this on my own. I got 10%. I'll get out of it. It's a limit order here. I have 3 accounts. I have a dividend account, I have my brokerage, and I have my IRA before anyone asks. Let's see if it hits. V does not have the best options. Let me make that clear. It really doesn't. But that's just a fact. But there's nothing there. Again, you can see you have your deal here. with all your numbers, and you can start taking a look at what different things are at the end of the day. What's moving, what's shaking. If Apple can break 150 today, it actually needs to break 151 if anything. If it could break 151, maybe some miracle that we can get it, or at least I can break even, because freebie cost me $2,000, man. That's die for your sins, basically. But that's all right, man. Listen, I made mistakes so many times in options trading, my man. There's nothing changes. So do you trade on your phone or desktop? Desktop, I have to. Unless like I'm in the bathroom or something, I'll take my phone. But for the most part, it's on the computer. Can you explain what you mean, but nothing there? Nothing there means there's no upward breakout or downward breakdown. So you'd be chopped up with an options expiry. If you're talking about buying a stock itself, a share, okay, I can understand that. But for options, that's what we're focusing on today. There's nothing there. Okay, so let's go to, is real-time date deactivated when you act money? I believe so. I think that's when they activate it. So that's cool. You heard from Carlos for marry your option. There you go. But to the streets, there you go. Okay, look at Apple Go. You owe me, Apple. You owe me. Can we negotiate the fees on TOS and options? I believe you can, depending on how much you have with them. Depending, yes. Adding more BABA. No, I'm not adding more any Alibaba, no. Not here anyways. Again, I love the stock. I'll add more right around 146.88, but not right now, no. What was I looking at? Okay, focus guys, real quick, focus. We're gonna talk about unusual options activity and an option scanner. Very, very important. So I'm going to scan here. You can see the tab scan, and we're gonna go to scan option hacker, right? And this is something I've talked about many times. We're gonna go to volume and option. We're gonna go to 10,000 minimum. We're gonna go to scan, and all we're doing is we're compiling a list of where the most in-demand contracts in the market today. That's it. That's all we're looking for. What is the most in-demand calls in the market today? What is shaking? It's like looking at the top 10 on Billboard. What are the hottest songs? Hip hop, country, rock, whatever. This is your Billboard. This is the top 10 songs, or top 10 songs streaming on Spotify, or the top 10 sneakers on StockX, for example. That's all it means. So again, take a look at that. This is what we do. Again, if we want to look for some unusual options activity. Looking at it here, what stands out to me? Well, there's a lot of same week trades. Be careful. We had JPM, we caught it, fist bump. Awesome. I'm happy about that. But that was risky, but we caught it. So let's take a look at Apple 149, 150. We can skip that. That's for this week. But you could take a look here. There's something that did stand out here. Yeah, obviously CRM because it had earnings. I don't know what KOPN is, but let's take a look at that. Sometimes it's some weird names. I'm not gonna lie. So it had the Copin, whatever the hell that is. We're gonna go look at here, 7.5 calls for September 17th. Let's go and bring it up on the daily and see if 7.5 is a possibility. So there's a gap to fill on CoPN at 657 on the daily. So you would think, Carlos, it's great, let's do it. Slow down, Tiger. We got to take a look first at the spread, the difference between the bid and the ask. Keep in mind that sometimes by buying the stock or buying the option, right off the rip, you're down. You can see here, 12,000 vol, I love that, but you're talking about a 5-cent spread between 30 and 25. So right when I buy it at 30, it's already marked at 25, I already lost money. So there's not enough liquidity out there to buy this option. To me, this is a losing trade. Don't do it. You skip it. Goldman Sachs is moving. All right, let's take a look at the volume. I don't want to make an option for the 420s for today. Not only that, look at the spread here, guys. 264 and 240. Not today, not today. If anything, I would say next week's 420s are fine because they're a little tighter spread, but they're more money. So we're going to skip that. If we're starting to see that we're getting some volume on banks, let's take a look at it. I'm starting to see Qs are getting some love. Apple's getting some love, which is dope. So here's the next thing we could do. Let's take a look at the groups. Let's go to FinViz together. FinViz is free, but I have the elite. So let's take a look at the stock market performance today. What are the groups that are leading? Real estate, technology, healthcare, financials, communication services, 5. In energy, industrials, consumer cyclicals, basic materials, utilities, defensives are all red. So we're going to go to maps. And this is how you start. We can always take a look at what's green and what's red depending on the market. If it's a bear market, obviously you want to focus on what's red. If it's a bull market, you want to focus on what's green. So Apple is up in consumer electronics. Awesome. But look at the banks. The banks are literally showing us something. Funny, I said that this morning. We focus on the banks, right? That's what we're focusing on because of the yields. JPM, thank you very much. We caught that. Bank of America, out of all of them, JPM is the one that performed the best. Goldman Sachs is there. Look at Morgan Stanley. It's going, but JPM is the one that's moving. And we caught it. That wasn't an accident. You think us trading JPM was just what, some luck thing? We did it live with you guys. You saw exactly what I did. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Let's see here. How many shares of BABA do I have? I have in BABA 59. Screenshot this. Check out Sneaker Invest on YouTube. Is 25 years old too old to get into trading options? There's no such thing as too old, my man. There's a such thing as too young. You have to be 18. But no. Spread, why not place your limit at 25? I copy an example, just set limit. Because again, if I'm setting a limit, it'll fill. And again, anytime the market will have some kind of movement and it just fills, and then the bid and the ask are spread even wider. So it wouldn't be smart. If anything, you just want to keep an eye on it, but you don't want to put the limit order on that. GS moving. Yep, again, expensive. I'm not going to put that on everybody. I mean, I don't think you guys want to risk $400, $500 on a trade. We just made money. So again, not in a rush. BAC, same deal as JPM. It is moving up. Let's see if we break 42.84. It always has volume. Every time I've traded Bank of America, I've gotten hit because it just doesn't move. I have no idea why, but that's just the case. What do you think Pfizer calls 55 for October? Let's see. Well, 55 is very out there. And we caught a big one on Pfizer with our members too. I remember it was a couple weeks ago before I went on vacation. For October, there's got to be some kind of deal. 1800 vol. Let me see the strike. Nothing special. So no, I wouldn't touch it, to be honest with you. Disney 180s. Disney 180s, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I really don't. It's funny, look how much this soared and then it came back down. So funny. But again, for the most part, let's take a look at the volume. Remember, tomorrow's expiry day, guys. Keep that in mind. So we need to see exactly what's moving, what's shaking. I don't want to do it for tomorrow. Even though the spread is nice, I mean, that's ballsy. But if anything, next week are a little better, and they're not moving as much. And look at this, it's barely up because the chart is barely up today. So no, I would go from there. AMC 50 calls, I have them for tomorrow. I'm not going to signal it because I'm with it on usual options activity. I'm in them already, and I'm down 71%. So no, I don't advise. Thoughts on SPY to add long term? Yes, we're still in the bull market. C is moving a little bit. Kathy has been picking tons of PFE and ARKJ in the last 2 weeks, probably why there's volume. That makes sense. NVIDIA calls. NVIDIA here, September 15, 255. Let's see. I think you meant September 17, 255s? No, man. 255s? Nah. That's way out there. That's not happening. That's a big move in a month. You're talking about a $30 move, 10%. That's a lot. I mean, obviously they could do it. Target for the end of the year in S&P, where are we at now? 4,400? I said 4,800. That was me. Silvergate Bank next Friday. Does this thing even have volume? I don't even know. I never even heard of this. There's no volume, my man. SI, there's nothing. You'd be literally wasting money by trading that, in my opinion. Thoughts on Visa if we catch a bounce? Visa is horrific with volume. I love the stock. Horrific with options. All right, since everyone wants to talk about AMC, let's keep an eye on it. But we're seeing that the yields are coming back down a little bit. That's the only thing. JPM continuing to move. Very nice. Maybe JPM is something for next week. It's a breakout. The 165s for next week. Looks very nice. So I'm looking at possibly going into JPM again for next week. So it gives everyone a little bit of time. So let's see if we break that level, 163.76. How about that? Everyone all right with that? Everyone cool? Thumbs up? Anybody? Nobody's cool with that? Barrett Gold never has volume on calls, no. Thoughts on Visa GME moving? Yep. Are you guys better traders than Nancy Pelosi? I don't have inside information, and I have never met the woman, so how the hell do I know? 163.52. Okay, guys, I'm watching JPM for next week. Let's see if we get it. Again, we need 163.76. The one we're focusing on is right here, the 165s. And it would be for next week. We could sit back and relax. We don't have to worry. So everyone cool with that? Everyone cool? Just say yes, cool, or cool, whatever. Just making sure everyone's on the same page as me. I talk fast, I think fast. It's literally the top part of this chart. It's the high. If we retake the high, that's a really good sign. Yeah. How is crypto looking? Crypto is down. This is when I talk about focus one thing at a time. This is what I talk about. You guys want to do a million things at once? That's where you fuck up, man. Chill out. Don't be talking about crypto when you're focusing on filling a trade on options. No, I don't use hotkeys. I'm old school. All about mouse. The mice. Why am I focusing on 165? Because it has the volume right there, 2,953. And I want to go ahead and buy some time for next week. I don't want to do it for this week. We already caught lightning in a bottle today, right? I like JPM a lot. I think that's actually my favorite bank to trade. And not only that, but we have as high as 167 on the daily. So if you look at the daily chart, you can see once we break 163.76, we can get to 167. That'd be nice for our 165 calls for next week. That'd be dope. Thoughts on level 2 on 2S? I don't use it. Roku is up about 1.5% right now. And it's an expensive one to trade. So I'd be careful. I own shares of Roku. Is it possible to create alerted option prices? Yes. How you do that? You go to options chain, you right click on it, and you go to create alert. That's it. Guys, if you guys can do me a huge favor, go on the comment section. I want to know who caught this JPM trade this morning. If you did, please leave a comment and say, I got JPM. I really would appreciate it. I just want to catch a quick survey in my head that this is working for you guys. If you guys don't mind. What's your favorite option plays in the healthcare sector? It would be UNH, United Health. Can you show how to watch P&L again? Yeah. Well, give me a second, guys. Do you ever do debit credit spread? No. I got JPM. I got it. Okay, comment section. Nice, nice. Yes. Good. Good. Excellent. Excellent. That's what I want to see. Trading excellent. Thank you. Nice. Look at you guys. Go. Let me take a screenshot for my guys. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Nice. Did this break yet? Okay, so we got a little bit of time. Oh, Oh, look at you guys getting JPM. Nice, nice. Congratulations. Lilly's okay. I've traded Pfizer before. UNH, I have not traded. I have the option. NIO is pushing. NIO, I don't see. I have to look it up. Give me a second. I'm really focused on. There's nothing on NIO, man. You need to get to above this 200-day, which is 39.89. Breaks, then we'll talk. Because I have been burned before on this stupid stock, and I love the stock. Do you use Open Insider, or is that pointless? I've never heard of that. Where is he reading these comments? On the live chat screen here. What was the level on JPM? 163.76. Got that JPM. Nice. Badass scalp. Learning lots from you. Cheers. I got JPM. Nice. I made 17.6 on JPM. Nice. Palantir is moving. Okay. Palantir may be moving, which I love that stock, by the way. But there's no breakouts or breakdown. There's nothing there. Would the next week option be cheaper to get into now before we hit the 163.76 level? This is where you sit on your hands very nicely. I'm saying very politely, sit on your hands and don't do anything. Let the market come to you. Let it come to you. When 163.76 hits, then we can fill. Until then, you don't do anything. Because all we know, this can do this. It can. It could. I'm not saying it never happened. Not sure how to see my P&L on JPM. Caught 17 bucks on 10 contracts. There you go. Do you guys have stat on optional signals and win rate? I don't have that stat. That'll be my back office. I can only do so much. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can, guys. All right, JPM is on the move. We're ready. Okay, so I'm going to confirm and send. I just filled for next week. So filled JPM September 3, 165 calls at 159. There you go. We good? We're good? Told you guys, don't touch snow. Again, nothing wrong against the company. It's just earnings. Things can change. Okay, we're live on JPM. So nice, we're doing it twice. Rock and roll. I'm with you guys until 10:30. You got 30 minutes to answer your questions. I feel like I'm doing a live DJ session. That's what I feel like. Oh, 1.26%. Sorry, 1.26. Not that much. So we're up 2% on JPM. Price target to trim? Why are you thinking about trimming? We just got in. Makes no sense. QuantumScape long term? I need to research it. Oh, did I get on this again? Space. Why look at the 1 hour time frame? I look at the 1 hour and the daily, guys. Keep that in mind. Very, very important. You want to keep a look at those two time frames. And we already kind of broke it down. And of course, we need TNX, which is yields, to be up. What is this trading style you use? This is TD Ameritrade. This is my platform with TD Ameritrade. Live 52 calls. We're not doing any more trades. JPM is all we're getting right now. Our focus is on JPM. That's it. Have you looked at Elrond? No. Have you ever heard of Dash Chat? No. Never heard of it. Is it time for us day? Good to close. It's going to fill immediately, so don't worry. Charles, will Powell talking tapering affect our JPM? If they taper, what does that mean? Banks are going to go higher because interest rates go higher. Oh no, banks are going to go up, if anything. Hi, this is my first option call made with you. What to do after to close? Very simple. You go to, again, I don't know what broker you're using, my man. That's kind of hard to ask me. I mean, you should go research with your broker how to close a trade, for all I know. Roku, I'm not getting in Roku. Don't ask. You can do that on your own. I will take a look at it, but I'm not getting into anymore. Roku's breaking above the 200-day. Cool. I'm all right with that. I own the stock. I'm happy with that. But I'm not spending $5.70 on a premium. That's gonna expire tomorrow, and there's nothing for next week. So Roku is just too much for you guys. Can we talk about how we came up with the 163.76 number? Yes, that was the high before we broke it. That was the high on the hourly. Aiming for 40% on JPM. Let's see. This one's for next week, so we have time. 40% is fine. What's our TP and SL for JPM calls? There is no SL. There is none. You guys already were thinking about how to lose when you just got in. Why are we planning a funeral when we were just born? Do you plan a funeral for your baby child when they were born in the hospital? I hope not. I hope you're not buying them life insurance when they're born. Stop worrying about this stop loss stuff. Again, if you're putting too much in where you're worried about stop losses, you're too much in. You need to realize in your mind, okay, what is a amount of a contract is $1,000 too much? If I told you you lost $100 on a trade, would you lose sleep over it? No. About 200, 300, 400, you can go as many numbers you want. If the number is 500, that's fine. 400, again, it's really your number. The question is, where's the pain threshold? That's your limit. That's your limit. You should take that by half. So if you say, Carlos, man, if I lost $1,000, I'd lose my mind. I'd be like, okay, take that at half, 500 on a trade. Would you lose sleep then? Yes. Take that in half. 250? No, I'll be fine. There's your limit. That's your order. That's it, man. Stop focusing on my stop loss. When are we going to lose? Carlos, what happens? I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm trying to see, when do we profit? That should be the mentality. What you're saying, your mind's reacting to. Again, the market is already difficult. This is war every day. When you make money, you're taking away someone else's. Understand that. So this is a battle every day, day in and day out. It's you against you. Can you handle the swings? Can you have discipline? Can you be better? That's it. And if you can't handle that, close your trade and move on and get to something else. Go and invest. Invest in an index fund. Nice and easy. But what makes a trader, what makes a person, is how they handle adversity. I know for a fact that when you go to the club, you're not asking, when are we leaving? What? What do you mean? When are we leaving? We just got here. What are you talking about? Think, man. Think. There is no average down. That's the next point. You don't average down. That doesn't exist. You don't slash the second tire in your car because you have a flat. Don't do that. Stop. Guys, you need to learn your hands, sit on them. Play with a phone, download some games, something else to keep you from doing stupid stuff. Don't do that. Relax. Relax. Breathe. You just got in the trade. There's no SL. Dude, it's for next week. What are we worried about? You're telling me that if we look at this JPM trade, that this looks bearish? This looks like we're going to fall? Really? I don't see it. But that's where we are. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a fall now. So what? Move on. Good. Carlos, you can handle the trade. Awesome. Do you have your Series 7? I do not have my Series 7. No. Because I don't trade other people's money. I don't touch other people's money. That's y'all. That's up to you. You take a look at crowd. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I have to really instill this because I think a lot of people think this is a video game, that I should just smash buttons on my controller and then something will happen. No, man. This isn't Mortal Kombat where you're just mashing buttons. No, man. You have to set yourself up and that's it. Hit it and you wait. Let's take a look at crowd. The crowd has some 280 calls for this week. Nothing special that I would touch. The volume isn't that great. And I'm not trading it for this week. I'm not touching anything for tomorrow expiry. Period. Let's see. Carlos, take a look at HUT. What am I looking at? There's nothing there. There's nothing wrong with index funds, belligerent. Let me make that clear. I own index funds. There's nothing wrong with that. Skills, Leafs looking good. Thoughts on Ronaldo to the City? If Ronaldo goes to City, and I'm a Manchester United fan too, I loved watching him when I was younger. I'd be so disappointed in that guy. I'd be so pissed if he left the City, to be honest with you. Would you be against adding a couple of more contracts to average down our costs? No. Never. Never. When I say never, I'm telling you never. Never average down. Average up, yes. Average down, hell no. Don't be slashing the tires because one of them's flat. I understood you will sit on my hands. I was going to say to average down because you know the conviction, you trade up. I understand that, but even I get it wrong, man. Again, you can have all the conviction in the world, but the market can tell you to fuck off and you're fucked. I'm going to have to throw some curse language so you guys can really stick in your head. I'm telling you. He went to City, it happened. No way. Did he really? Motherfucker. Damn you, Ronaldo. I'm with you guys, enjoying life, talking markets. I can't focus on soccer right now, but hopefully Mbappe comes to Madrid. That's what I'm waiting for. JPM calls, 165 calls for 146. What about it? Am I still at Apple for tomorrow? Yeah, I'm still in Apple. What's my risk reward right now? My risk reward is that we're going to make money. Thanks for cursing. It's sunk in. Hey, I wanted to say hello, Madrid, and thanks for the risk management. That's very real if you want to make it. Yeah, man, it's so important, guys. Risk management is so key. You can have all the indicators in the world, but I've seen a lot of traders that just go all in on stuff. And you can't do that, man. You can't do that. You can't go all in. You're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. I promise you. You're going to lose money sometimes. Yes, it's bound to happen. Statistically speaking, you're going to fuck up. No one's perfect. It's just a fact. All right. Why don't you average down and average up? I do average up. When I'm up, if I see a trade that I really have a lot of conviction on, I've added contracts. It's called laddering. I've done it. I'm gonna use the money I'm about to make from JPN to buy a masterclass. There you go. Oh God, I really hope you didn't go all in. HD is still bleeding, 320 incoming till 316 is support. Let's see. 316 is support, yes sir. What's your exit plan for Apple tomorrow? I'm in the same boat as you. Go ahead and just close it. If you're that worried, get out of it. I'm gonna wait. I mean, I would salvage $175 if I close right now. I'll hold it, man. Let's see what happens. Remind me where your targeted banks today, please. 10-year yields, again, right here, 1.365%. You see that we had a double bottom on the daily, and it looks like we're gonna break out of this downward channel. What does best when it comes to, what is it? What does best when rates are up? It's banks, it's financials, it's energy usually, and industrials and materials. You can see really the only thing that's leading the way are the banks and CRM now and all that stuff. Amazon's good today and so is Tesla, but nothing to trade. Just heads up. There is no more freebies. This is the last one. You're never getting a freebie again. Nope. That's it. It's just too much to do. I can't do it all, guys. I can't keep up, let you know with DMs. I can't do it. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it broke the 50-day on the daily. That's right. That's good. Yes, I think it's journaling trades is necessary. Absolutely. Journaling trades is what we do for Masterclass. We tell the students to journal their trades, and we verify with them how do they go, and then it's very important to have little notes that, hey, how did you feel about doing this trade? Why did you get in? Do you have an analysis or an explanation of why? So we can see as teachers, not me, but see him, hey, I saw you got into JPM. Why did you get into it? Oh, because the yields went up. Okay, that's a good reason to. How was the volume? You want to put as much information as possible so when you go back and you're looking, you're already thinking to yourself, oh, I know why I got into this. It didn't work out. That's fine, but the setup was working. The setup was okay. Is there a way to let TOS chart to auto move as the candles update? I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry if you answered this question, but can you negotiate your commission fee on TD? Yes. Yes, you can. How do you find the market cycles like temper firm, third quarter sort of thing? November and December are the strongest months seasonally for the market. Just a heads up. That's it. If you guys are looking for support, really your support is around 160, 150 on JPM if you're looking for that support level. Could we test it? Possibly, but I don't see it happening. Can we learn this interactive broker with masterclass, or Thinkorswim is more complete than IB? Interactive brokers is cheaper with fees, but to me, for charting, TD Ameritrade is hands down the best, unless you have a Bloomberg. That's really the only other one that's good. You know what I mean? That's the only one. How do I join your team for live sessions? Go to our website. If you want to do live sessions with me, this is every week. Let me go ahead and set it up for you. If there's one thing that I need your favor, I need your help, or just a favor if you don't mind. If you did well today, please give us a review on Google. But here is the trading services. You go to YouTube subscription, and then it's right here every week. I also noticed that one of your trades at position size 1K. Great for us to understand. Your seasoned trader that likely has a threshold. I'm on 400 is comfortable. Absolutely. How much time do we still have? We have until 15 minutes. So here is YouTube live subscription. If you guys want to get in, you just go to trading services, YouTube subscription. It's run through Google, not by me. So again, if you want to cancel, you just with them, which is very easy, and you go from there. So we're going to go to, I need your help here. Please. You go to Google Reviews, G.A.R Capital, G.A.R, and that's it. That's all I want. If you guys, right here, if you guys can write a review, I'd really, really appreciate it, guys. G.A.R Capital, write a review. Love you guys forever. Nice, nice. Ever since I changed you guys, I followed you guys. My plans have been for the better. You're the best. Now you're the best. Hey, boss, I have 10K in my portfolio. Should I diversify or keep my eggs in one basket? I think with 10K, you should put it into an S&P 500 fund. All of it. Do you know that from trading experience? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Reading the market. I'm making a video course on macroeconomics soon, which is going to talk about the VIX, it's going to talk about yields, it's going to talk about the Fed, it's going to talk about unemployment, it's going to talk about monetary policy. Basically, I'm going to give you 4 years of college BS in one video, in a 5-chapter video. So you can get an MBA with that. Just joking, obviously. But I'll give you all the knowledge you need from there. Cool? How long do you hold the next option for until it's 40%? Yeah, 40% is fine. We didn't do 40% for the last trade. Why? Well, because it's for tomorrow, and we had to be careful. I'm seriously looking into your membership, and we'll contact you guys on long-term plans. No worries, man. We'll be here. No rush. Whenever you're ready. That's great. Thank you. You got it. Yes, please. Please give us a nice review. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Sorry, I had something in my head. Subscribe to our channel and go from there. And like our videos. I don't know, all that stuff. Turn on notifications too. This was a fun live session. What video is that you're gonna make, that NBA equivalent? Well, it's not NBA equivalent, but it's funny. How to get past that trade rule? Explain, please. If you can explain what the hell trade rule means, that'd be great. Thoughts on Snap, huge gap to fill. Yes, it does have an upside gap, but for volume and reason, there's nothing really there. So it's just been kind of sideways action. There's a gap fill to the downside, but it's been holding up. Day trading rule. Okay. If you have less than $25,000, you cannot do more than 3 round trips, meaning same day trades, and I think in a 7-day period. That's SEC. That's not Carlos. That's not G.A.R Capital or TD Ameritrade. That's SEC. There's a way around it. What you do is if you have TD Ameritrade, this does not work for Robinhood. If you have Robinhood, cover your ears. Robinhood sucks. It's just a fact for trading. So you have that set, right? You can literally put cash account, tier 2 cash account, no margin, no PDT. Straight up, no PDT. Levels for Apple, please. Don't use margin on RH. There you go. Really on Apple, we're really just kind of sticking to sideways action. Not a whole lot. We need to get to 150. Have to. I didn't get to close it. Everyone else did for the freebie, and I didn't close it. And that cost me $2 grand. Why? It's right here. Because I didn't close the freebie for you guys, it cost me $2,000. You're welcome. Because I was typing on Twitter, on Instagram, a video letting you guys know to take your profits. I hate myself for it. That's the reality. Yeah, Colin, see why I don't make this free? Because we have so many people. We have so many people, I can't answer everyone's question. Colin understands the reason why it's paid. It's not just to charge you, just to charge you. It's to weed out people that really want to learn. If you just have it for every day for free, no one's going to value it. The gap to fill the pins is a long way to go. Yep. What sectors do you expect to perform the best at the end of the year? What ones to look at and avoid? That's a tough one to answer because it really depends on the market. I am very bullish on financials. I think rates are going to continue to go up. But tech is going to be fine. They're making so much money. So, I mean, I would say the one I'm bearish on is utilities. That's really the only one. That's okay. That's okay, Jamie. Thoughts on Tesla? Nah, I've already accepted it. I mean, it is what it is. Tesla needs to break 722.72. Nothing there. Roku failed to break above its high day. Selling my calls here for 96.8K. The power of mine is unlimited. Yes, sir. Well done. What's your entry level for pins? There is none. it's crap, man. There's nothing there. You break above here, maybe 60.82. Maybe. But it's just sideways. Not much going on. 60.83, maybe. How about that? Realistically, what can we expect about AMC? Realistically, what you can expect out of AMC is just a surprise. You don't know because I think it soared 10% in a minute. We had that on Tuesday. Remember? On Tuesday, it soared 13, 14%. GME soared 30% in a minute. It's basically a lotto ticket. That's all it is. What's the price point of pulling out of the option on JPM? 40%. If I had to kind of spitball, what's that price? If it hits 164.25 today, then we should be okay. Reasoning for bearish outlook on utilities, more COVID shutdown, good for tech? No, because utilities are a safety play, and we're going to reopen. Everything's going to be fine. People are going to be happy. COVID cases spike is actually coming down in the South. I know the world, everyone wants the world to end, but the United States is going to be fine, as always. We've been through World War II, we've been through Vietnam, we've been through everything, 9/11, and we're fine. I don't know why everyone wants the world to end so they can make $100 on their puts. Whatever, sorry to say that, but it's a fact. Hell of a day, though. Is a technical analysis applicable in the so-called meme names in AMC? Nope. There is no technical analysis. There is. That's why I went super light on AMC. I was like, whatever, we'll see what happens. And I made some money on AMC early this week. So, whatever. What was I looking at? I just have JPM open with you guys. I'm down 15. When you say a stock has nothing, does it mean it just hasn't reached the level where it could be going up? Or down. There's no breakdown, there's no breakout, there's no action. There's nothing to make it worthy of your attention. That's all. I'm not touching SPY for next week. Nope. Because remember you have Jackson Hole going through the weekend. I think JPM is the best bet on there. All right, guys, we're about 8 minutes away. Indicators I use are the 50-day, the 100-day, and the 200-day moving average. Can Facebook come back up by tomorrow? What's come back up? Guys, you're going to have to give me a little more specifics. Come back up where? How do you pick the stocks? I just showed you this morning the 10-year yield. We looked at the banks. We looked at pre-market movers. We looked at sectors. DMA, SMA, same shit. What do you think about BABA? 9th time I've answered this question. BABA, guys, there's nothing there until 175. Cut JPM if it doesn't hold well. Why are we talking about cutting? We just got in 30 minutes ago, and you guys are already planning the funeral. Unreal. Unbelievable. Are you guys that worried? Do whatever you want to close it. Be my guest. Be my guest and close it if you're going to be so worried. We just got in, and you guys are already in escape strategy. What's going on? Relax. You just got in. It's for next week. Give it some time. SPY September prediction. That's a tough one. I have no idea, guys. You really want me just to throw a dart at the board and just talk crap? I'm not going to do that. Sorry. How do you allocate your funds between trading and investing? I have my portfolio and it has cash in it, and I trade with it too. And sometimes I take my profit and I'll buy some SPY-G. Just depends. Is there a reason you don't use the 30 DMA? I just prefer the 50, the 100, and the 200. It's all preference. That's all. Waste management calls for January. Waste management doesn't move, so you're wasting your time, especially for long term. Thoughts on NFTs? I have no idea what an NFT is, other than I think it's a digital thing or something like that. I don't know. Thank you. Arcane Bear knows what I'm talking about. We just got in. Do I use RSI? No. I don't use RSI. That's relative strength indicator. I don't use that personally. No. Do you like TrendSpider a lot? I do. I actually spoke to TrendSpider on Instagram. Very nice people. I highly recommend them. Minimum requirement for swing trading, risk management, and patience. That's very true. Thoughts on QQQ? VWAP, guys, is volume weighted price. Qs, it's breaking down. We actually got Qs the other day, which was nice. It's breaking down a little bit, but it's still holding up. How can you tell the PL again? Very simple. You go to the gear wheel on your account statement, you go to customize, and then you set up how you want it, guys. Very simple. And NFTs are money laundering JPEGs, nothing more, nothing less. Well, you can say that about trading cards too, right? NQ, big dip. Okay, well, that's where it is. My thing is, as long as JPM hits, that's all I care about. JPM hits for you guys, I'm a happy camper. Very live session. You spoke nothing but truth. Shout out to you. You think you make another podcast soon? I'm down for the podcast. The question is, I don't have any subjects to talk about because I do the morning note every day and I answer questions every day. You would think people get tired of me already, but it just really depends. I need a topic. It's just I just don't want to speak into a microphone for an hour and not talk about anything. The good news is we have 5,695 vol on JPM. It's boosting. That's good. UOA, we can do one quick one on UOA and let's see what we got. Excuse me. Well, I wouldn't want to do anything for this week, that's for sure. No. Sorry guys, there's nothing really there on UOAs. Nothing special. EWZ, let's see that. Has a lot of volume. EWZ, nice little dip on Qs. EWZ is coming down anyways. I think EWZ is a BlackRock ETF. Oh, it's Brazil. Let's see it. 37 call. Really? Huh. Not really special. Nothing special. What motivated to get me into trading? I've been into stocks since I was young. I just always liked what it meant and everything. I used to read the newspaper and just learn on my own, man. That's basically it. I'm not touching GME. Not touching it. It's too expensive. No way. What do you think about FireEye? If we're talking about trading, it did dip a little bit, but I don't know much about the company. So if we're talking about just looking at calls in general, I'm pretty sure there's a gap to fill on the daily. Yep, there is. Could it bounce back? Yeah. Reversion to the mean theory. Sure. $20, 2003 could definitely happen on the daily. I just wouldn't want to risk my money today to test that theory. That's where we are. Okay, guys, we got 2 more minutes left for the session. At 10:30, we are done. Did everyone have a great time on our session? Did you guys have a good time? Below VWAP, when do you close a runner? You close it whenever you want. I usually close it at 100. If not, it goes to break even and I close it anyways. So markets are turning a little red right now, no biggie. Most important thing to me is I'm watching yields, and yields just need to get up to 1379. Thoughts on GME plug, blink long term? GME no, plug no, blink yes. Most memorable trade. Tesla. I think Tesla hit, God, how much was that? 5,000%. Why are you not shorting or buying put? Because we already have JPM open. I'm not going to do more trades. Remember this? Sit on your hands. Remember this? This is why. It'll be better when JPM hits next week. Yeah, guys, it's for next week. If this was for tomorrow, I totally get it, but it's not. Thank you. Please handle the reviews. JPM is going to be fine. You'll be fine. Any popular traders you follow? On our Twitter, we have a bunch of people that we follow, but I just can't name you on top of my head. So again, guys, JPM, you're responsible for JPM. If anything, I'll post here and there that I got out or what have you, but for the most part, asking me what do you think about it, you're not going to get an answer. That's going to get old fast. So love you guys. Yes, I will post on stories about the JPM trade because sometimes the posts don't come up, but I'll let you know on stories and we'll go from there. If you're good at poker, you fold most of the time until you get the right hands. Yeah, that's right. Very true. Okay, guys, we'll leave it there. How's the real estate in Colombia? It's good, man. I got some land over there. I need to go visit, and I can't wait to go back to Medellin. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me in my live session. It was a blast, and we'll leave it at that. I'm going to grab some breakfast. I haven't even eaten, and we'll catch you guys later. Have a good one, guys.